Hey everybody, it's Jay. Hope you're enjoying the video so far. This is video number 4. Look at that crooked finger. I broke this finger playing baseball. Never healed right. Kind of weird. But anyway, going to do a walk around the car, look at the gas tank that I took out, and you know, some things along the way. Also, if you're looking at my car videos, check out my music videos that are there too. It gives you an idea of some of the other stuff that I'm involved in other than cars. But enjoy, and I'll see you back next time. Thanks. Okay, so this is where the car lives. I got it in my mother-in-law's garage. I'm outside of Philadelphia, as you can tell by my Eagles hat. Born and raised in Philly, but we moved up to the suburbs when I was a wee bit kid. So, like I said, the car is in a garage here in my mother-in-law's place, who is gracious enough to let me work on this thing while her car, which is a 2019 or 2018 Mazda Miata, and her car gets the weather while my junky Dodge Dart GT sits in here while I work on it. But let me give you a little tour of the car, and like I said, I've already started working on a lot of this, so unfortunately I only have pictures and a few videos of where this car started out at, and but now we'll take a look at a few things. So let me flip this camera around if I can. Okay, so you know, it's a little difficult to see the car while it's in the garage, but basically this is what we have here: a 1966 Dodge Dart GT. As you can see, it's got the nice patina paint. But all in all, body-wise, not too bad a shape. Let me do a little walk through here. So we got here the rear quarter panels are pretty chopped up, and also you can see that the inner wall is, hopefully you can see this, probably a little hard to see, but the inner walls are screwed up as well on both sides. I am at the present time, I've got a leaky shock back there I didn't notice before. It's going to need brakes all around, of course, but we got some cancer here. Otherwise, though, pretty straight. Rockers are in good shape. Frame, good shape. The door open. Oh, Jesus. Doors are in good shape. Pinch weld, which you probably can't see, but pinch weld is in really good shape. We'll go over the interior in a little bit. Got the patina paint. Front is in good shape. Got a spot here, and probably can't see in here at all, so this is wasteful video. Here's the old engine bay. Let's see if I can get a light on in here. That will probably help a little bit. Where's my lights? Yeah, we don't got them. Of course. Step away here, get my finger out of it. I don't know how long I had to deal with my finger. So this side is in pretty good shape. No rust here. We got a little bit of surface rust there. I took all these trim pieces off on the other side. That's why I didn't see them. But all solid here. Hood, of course, got a patina. Whoa, good catch. Try to keep my finger out of the frame. Had a vinyl roof on the top, which I've done, and me and my son have gone through and peeled a lot of this off already. But you see the chrome and all is in really good shape on this vehicle. Walk down here a little bit. And then we'll see this back end. Got a dent there. You got some rust behind the wheel wells, and of course in the inside as well. And we gotta get some work done on there. We got another rust spot and dent there. Geez, get your finger out of the way, will you, idiot? The old GT logo. And let's take a look at the back end. You got a wonky bumper. Now I'll show you. That's probably because of the way the guy pulled it out of the grass. Broken lock. Got a dent here in the back and dent on the chrome. So you know this guy ain't going to be perfect. I'm not going to be spending a ton of money trying to get all these parts for it. It's the other GT logo. But all the glasses here, I already have ripped apart this interior, but the door panels, you know, we got some problems up here, which we'll probably fix with some bubble gum. Rest of it in here. See if best I can do in here. Like I said, I took most of this out already and did a little bit of cleaning, vacuuming all the poop that was in here. Apparently this thing was sitting in a barn somewhere. You know, they always say the barn. What do I got there? Some water? I haven't been over here for a while. What is that? Brake fluid. And was working on the brakes for a little bit. Must have got in here somehow. I think it's brake fluid. Hope to God it's brake fluid. But we got a big hole here. And we had to fix the floor pan. But everything else is pretty sturdy. And we got some holes over there. And there's a hole up there in the firewall somewhere. I don't know if you can see it from this angle. And the trunk, I'm not going to bother to get into, but that's in pretty good shape. I know you can't see that. Dash, let me get some pictures of that. Supposedly has 80 something thousand. I can't see, I don't have my glasses on. My galoshes, I like to call them. But you know, she'll clean up, I'm sure. It's not going to be perfect. And let me see if I can get some light on this, and we'll take some pictures and get my damn finger out of the picture, and we'll see if we can get a little better look at this. There we go. Alright, so here's the old slant 6. I stopped working on this thing for a little bit because damn finger, gotta figure out a way to hold this. So I took the carburetor off, dumped all the old fuel out of it because I had just rebuilt the carburetor. So let me just move some of this. Got a new EverStart battery, cheapest I could find. So there's the carb. And the carb is up here somewhere. The frick did I do with that damn thing? I think it's in a box over here somewhere. It's a thing. I'm probably going to lose the darn thing. I got to get some work done on it. I think the carb's in this starter box. Holly, the 1920 that I rebuilt already. One barrel carb. Alright, so what I'm going to try to do here now is let's see what the condition of this gas tank is. And we'll see what happens. So turn this pup around. What we're going to try to do is get to that sending unit up there and see if I can take a poke-see inside that tank and see what we got in there. See whether or not I have to replace it or if it's cleaned out. I think they smell. Oh man, it smells good. No, got some varnish stink in there, so I'm assuming that this tank's not going to be in any good any good shape, but we'll see. I'll let you know if I can get the heck in there. See, whiz, the hardest part of this whole job, other than getting my old butt underneath the car, is to actually turn this camera on. So here's what I'm dealing with. My neck is killing me. So here's what I'm dealing with, trying to get this fuel tank sender out. Boy, it's pretty frickin' rusty. I don't know. Tank's got a big clunk in it. I don't know if you can see that. Where is it? Right there. It's also got a big dent. And got a broken shock too. I mean, I was going to replace these anyway, but you can't see it, but it's got a big dent in it. So I'm going to mess around with this. I may just wind up trying to get the electrical portion of the sender on here off, and I got this rubber portion here where it connects, which is all dry rot. Not dry rot, it's like hard as a rock. It's not even considered rubber anymore. But you hear it. If I can't look at some of this without getting my crap all over my face. Car's been undercoated. A lot of it is peeling off, but that's probably what protected this old girl from getting really funky. That's that look over there. So all this stuff is just the undercoating that's coming off. So we got good frame on her, thank goodness. Yeah, so there's more of that undercoating that's coming off it. Man, my dad never wanted to. Ooh, look at that spider. That's a biggie. Where'd he go? There he is. I always remember my dad buying a car and be like, hey, you want to spend $200 for the undercoating? And he's always saying, nah, we don't need that. The pinstripes, now that we need. But in this case, it looks like the undercoating did a nice job of protecting this guy. What's that? Is that a bend? You got a bend in the frame there? Oh, yeah, a little bit. Oh, that's all right. It looks just like a dent, not an accident or anything. Unless it's on the other side too. Let me see. No, that looks clean over here. So, that's it. Alright, so I did get the tank out, although I wanted to actually do the sending unit, but I'll show you that in a little bit. That was locked in there pretty well, so I wound up taking the tank out of this old girl. And of course, this is one of the hangers. It's pretty easy actually. It only hangs up by one strap, and it being pretty empty, I couldn't get this bolt off. So I wound up hacksawing it off. Thank you, trusty hacksaw. No big deal. I'm going to new bolt anyway. So if you're ever going to do this, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws here that hold the pipe here into the gas tank, and that just sort of slides in. There's a rubber gasket on the tank to seal that up. Got a vent line here. And then there are 3 screws on the outlet side, or the inlet side, they have to take out. They were pretty easy, they weren't locked up. Once you get those out, you kind of have to wiggle and position this pipe and push it out so that it's out of the nozzle on the gas tank, or the entry, or inlet, whatever. And then there's this one strap. This part goes into the frame. This part had that J-bolt on it. And here's the tank. That's a little protective pad that goes on the gas tank. But here's the tank. That being the inlet for the gas. Over here is the sending unit, which I'm going to try to take out of this tank, see how bad it is inside. And here's what was left of the gas that was in there. So as you can see, it's pretty tarnished up here. So I'm glad I got that out. Actually, it looks like it's mixed with oil or something, which could be good because maybe the tank inside isn't all rusted. Otherwise, the tank looks in pretty good shape. It does have a big dent here, and I think I know when that happened. When they were unloading the car, it took a big bounce off the back. I asked the guy, I'm like, hey, are you sure? And the guy was really nice. Don't get the wrong impression. I paid him $100. He's the guy who was selling the car, and he brought it over in the trailer. But I was like, hey, you sure you don't want to like ease it down off the trailer? It was a pretty high trailer. And he's like, nah, we'll just roll it off. And he rolled it off, and that's what happened. So I wish he would have lowered it down gently, but you know, if I have to pick up a new tank, it's not the end of the world. So I'm going to try to get this sending unit off. I'm blowing myself up, and we'll see what happens. All right. Okay, so I wound up getting this sending unit out. Really had a bead on it though, and the gas tank looks like shit on the inside. Pardon my French. I know that's not French. So there's the sending unit. You can see it's missing the float. So I knew this was going to be crap anyway, but let's see if we can take a gander inside this tank. Let's see if I can get a light on here. So let's get a look inside this gas tank if we can. Alright, there we go. So we got some surface rust, which probably could be cleaned off. But it also has some floating particles in there you probably can't see. I can kind of see them. There we go. But anyway, the other thing that stinks about this, I probably would have reused it, is that it's got a big dent in it. Like I said, when they took it off the car carrier, it hit one of the ramps and got a big dent in it. So probably going to wind up just scrapping this poor guy, and that's it. Alright, see ya.
And the sand, feel my spirit slow